Hello everyone, this is Chaff Commander Coffee, back with another episode of Civilization 4, Realism, Invictus. As Mongolia, we are going to try another assault against the Ethiopians. Hopefully it goes better this time. I can't be sure, but we've prepared a lot more. Apparently we have 1.6 times the strength of the Ethiopians, so this should be the last time we have to attack them. If not, we are going to get stables up and we can start training some pretty powerful cavalry, which would be great because we're going to need them. If not for the Ethiopians, but for the barbarians, which are starting to grow on our western border. Do need to keep an eye on those. They could attack at any moment. And whilst we do have an absolutely insanely over-leveled steppe militia here, it's just one unit. And if enough men attack Karakorum, we will lose. So let's get into the game. Deborah Burhan, only 2 defenders, so we'll just carry on this army south. Let's see, let's declare war. You can just fortify up there. Let's move into their borders. This should be an easy city to capture. They built a workboat, which is not going to save them. Let's just throw some men at the walls. They don't have any defense bonus because their cultural borders are still very small. Perfect, we won a 59% chance battle there. And a 60% chance battle upcoming. Can we win this? Fingers crossed. And we won, excellent. Okay. Let's burn that to the ground to make some more money. And we can use these roads now, this sort of road network, to keep our army moving. They've actually moved a unit into our borders. It is an African short swordsman. I don't think he can beat an archer on the attack just by himself. So we don't need to worry too much about that. Can we start getting our better... We can't. Okay. We probably need another technology. Let me just quickly... just build... I don't know. Build another armed warrior. Let me look at technology. Let's see. We've got horseback riding, steppe heavy rider, requires bronze or iron, right, okay, and these stirrup gives keshiks. Yeah, we need a lot of things for stirrup. Let's see, great keshik archer, requires archery training, and the mujahids. Okay, so we need archery training, which is going to be a medieval era technology. Archery training is going to be, ooh, it's over here. This would be pretty good though. 297 turns. Yeah, we're not going to get that right now. So we need armor crafting to get steppe heavy riders. And we'll also need bronze or iron. So we do need iron working. But that's a bit far down. We could go for iron working. I think we'll go for shipbuilding first and then probably go for armor crafting, which will require politics. So we want to go for shipbuilding, iron working. Probably want... Politics requires city planning. We have all the technologies to get civil engineering. We do have stones, so we can get paved roads. So we'll grab that as well. And then we'll grab philosophy, and then code laws, and then politics, and then armor crafting. I think that's our tech route for the future. Let's leave the wounded units behind. They will only overstack our regiments, which we're not interested in having that happen. Logistically, that's not going to be great for us. So we'll have them try and heal on the outside borders. They have another city down here. We're really interested in destroying Yeha, though. They have a battering ram in the city, which is not going to be good for defending against this attack. And let's have him just heal up. Okay. I'll tell you what, we are going to go down there and burn that city because I'm not interested in letting them have it. This warrior may attack here, which would be good for us because that means he won't be defending the city against our attack. So we'll try and draw him out or lure him out. He wasn't to be lured. Okay. Right, well there's a worker coming down in this location. Let's plunder their lands. We need to really I think ruining their economy and then declaring peace and then maybe going for another war after they haven't got anything to work on would be a good idea. I'm going to keep training units because I am worried that the I'm slightly worried that we're going to get attacked by barbarians. Also, there is this let's get a shot and just try and we'll injure him, hopefully. Oh, we might win. Oh wow, we beat him. Oh, okay, well I thought we were going to lose that. It was only 30% chance, but we won, which is great. Let's get a road built there. We'll have to probably move this warrior onto there. There is a pillager on his way. So we really need to get units to protect our own empire. Wow, there's quite a lot of defenders over here as well. Let's keep bombarding the defences there. Move these guys up here to plunder that. Will we be able to take the city? Probably. So we've got an archer, a militia, and an archer. Okay, let's start throwing units at them. Okay, well, we didn't do quite as much damage as I would have liked, so that's fine though. Send another warrior in. 24% chance. We lost that as well. Ooh, our great generals don't have a great chance of winning that battle. And we don't really want to use the battering ram, that's not going to help. They've got the militia still. Might have wasted some units there. Right. Let's pull these guys back. That was probably a bit of a waste of some of my units. Okay, let's just wait there. Oh, and they moved the militia out. And we don't have any promotions to fight in the field. We're kind of well promoted for attacking cities, which is fine for us. Well, potentially fine for us. Let's knock that pasture down and have the rest of the warriors come over here so they can't kill those men that we have stationed there. Put our research back up. Let's see. Archer, archer, militia, 2 short swords, a battering ram, which we can kind of ignore, and an archer. So 3 archers, a militia, and a short sword. We have 5 with the first strike there. We've got our 2 great generals, and we've got another 5 units here. Can we do it? Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure. They've got a double hills defense archer on Yehar. It's pretty cancerous, not gonna lie. Will they want peace? Good question. They will want peace. Let's move some men there. They might come out to attack the rams, and it would be quite funny if they did. Because we don't need the rams now. Oh, and some barbarians are attacking our city over here. Hopefully we can beat them, because there's only 1 defender. Oh, okay, we did beat them. Perfect. There's barbarian galleys still running around being a nuisance. Let's hook up the silver. That would be great. Let's get some city raider on this steppe warrior. And just have him sit over there. They didn't come out to attack the rams. Interesting. So I'm going to have this army move down and take this city, Agilis, because this army couldn't, but I feel like the other one can. They have more men, after all. And the more cities we can destroy, the better. That will keep them in a bad position. We've got a slave and a worker, and the 2 archers, so we should be able to beat them. Let's start moving these guys back, because I think we're going to declare peace after winning this battle in Agilis. And we will win it. We have enough men to do that. Okay. So they've got their slaves and their workers. Let's just stack attack and see what happens. Actually, let's soften them up with the ram first. We might get 1 kill. Oh, okay, we got 1 kill on the archer. That's good. That made the archer a bit easier. It's 2.4 strength on the archer. Let's go. And we destroyed Agilis. Excellent. We captured some slaves as well. But we don't actually have slavery in our empire, so we might actually free the slaves. Let's bring our units outside, and then let's declare peace. I would like you to adopt all of my crappy civics. Thank you very much. Well, not crappy. I mean, they're good for me. Not good for him. And we've got 3 more workers. Great. So we'll just capture all of our workers, since we're really bad at building workers with our foreign leader. Let's heal up our units there. Slaves in my empire are free. Indeed they are. We haven't adopted slavery. So, the concept of enslaving another man against his will is not a thing in Mongolia. There you are. Let's split this army up. Put an archer in this stack. Put another warrior in there as well. Have them heal up. A spy's been stumbled upon. Oh, that's got to be... Well, we know whose spy that is. Like, let's not be silly. We know exactly whose spy that is. Right, let's build some armoured warriors here as well. We're going to really ramp up our military production now. Just bring more and more units to the front line. Let's bring these 4 over here as well. I am determined to remove the Ethiopians as soon as we can. So we got weaponsmithing, so we should be able to get some better units once we get access to our copper up here. Let's put another city down. We've got Turfan. It's cool. They can start by building a storyteller circle. That'll keep our research rate up even if we don't have much putting into research. Then we'll grab a workboat. We do get the border expansion naturally, which is great. Ooh, I can see some barbarians. That's not good. Right. I don't know where those barbarians are going. Let's get a steppe skirmisher. I'm going to promote this guy for pacification and move him up to Turfan, because I am worried we're going to start coming under the assault of many barbarians. I'm going to have this warrior come with it to protect our worker group as well. And I'm going to get a steppe skirmisher because they're quite good against melee units, and they're also quite quick. The skirmishers have 2 movement as opposed to 1. I think I want Turfan as well to build a palisade, just to give it some more defense against potential attacks. Mentorweb's now changing his civics back to his preferred selection. Let's get another steppe skirmisher. I'm going to give them land tactics to give them that extra strength versus land units. Have that guy just protect there. Now he's moved some men out of his borders, so now is the time to attack if there ever was one. Let's upgrade this guy for pacification and leave him in that city. Right, can we do it? 2 militia, 3 archers, 2 short swords. We brought in 4 more swordsmen. Our men are all healed. 9% defense. Let's see. Let's go. Let's just do this. This is our best opportunity to attack, I think. This really is our best opportunity. Come on, guys. We can do this. We're going to lose a lot of men attacking this city. It's worth it. In the end, it's all worth it. Oh, wow. I'm not even sure if they did any damage to that unit in that attack. Really bad. If they can't even deal any damage, then we've got serious issues. Oh, that's some good damage. That's definitely some good damage. Okay. Let's see. We've got some more men over here. And we've got some more men here. All right. Let's chuck them in and see what we can do. Okay. We got another kill. Good. Just whittling down their defense forces. I think they're down to their swordsmen. We might even win one of these low chance battles. Oh, come on. At least kill one. Oh, it didn't do any damage. That is pretty awful. Getting some bad combat luck here. Some pretty awful combat luck. Okay, that was better. See if these guys can make a dent in their forces. Okay. Still fingers crossed. 10% chance. Our militia would go up against their militia. That's 24% chance. That's not bad. We can't use our archers yet until we get rid of their militia. Really. Our best bet is to use... Our actual best chance is to use the spearmen here. Against theirs. But... Because our archers have literally no chance. Let's use our short swords. Let's just keep using our short swordsmen. If you roll the dice enough, eventually you win a 10%. Eventually. Let's see, we've got some more short swords here. Our chances have risen significantly. Come on, 60%. There we go. Okay, that's our first defender down. Let's go in for another attack. Can we win again? No, unfortunately we lost that one. That's fine. Let's try our spearmen now. 80% chance. Not looking good. Oh. Yeah, and we won again. Excellent. Okay. Our archer. 62% chance against their archers, or we use our great generals, 95% chance. I like those odds. I like those odds a lot. I have been proven 95% chance wrong before, but there we go. We won that assault. How about our next general? 100% chance. What about our archers? 63, 57. Okay. We're going to try with our should we try with our archers? Got another archer here. 79%. Let's try with this archer. Oh, I think we lost. Oh, we lost that one. Damn. Right. Well, now we're going to use our archers. 100% chance on our archers. Dead by the first strike. How many more defenders do they have? Short sword, battering ram. Yeah. And then attack with our general. 99% chance. I've got good feelings about this. Okay, they only have the battering ram defending, so unless they spawn another unit, goodbye Ethiopia. No, their slave ran off, and now we have our great generals. I want to use one of the great generals to get some experience, I think. Ooh, but they're too wounded, apparently. Okay, let's just use this short swordsman. And finally, Ethiopia falls. Burn it to the ground. Ethiopia has been destroyed. The Ethiopian civilization has been kicked out of the game. Goodbye, Ethiopia. Let's promote some of our units up. Now we can pretty much focus our promotions on fighting barbarians, since that will be pretty much all that's left on this continent to combat. But there's going to be a lot of barbarians. You can already see they're building up their numbers on our borders on the west. So we're going to bring our captured workers back, or well, our freed slaves. We've got freed slaves and captured workers, a bit of both. I think Beshbalik's going to need a palisade as well. We'll do that after that warrior's finished. Get some more steppe skirmishers. Have this guy promoted for pacification, bring him into the sea. Let's have this steppe skirmisher just link up with this guy. Have them move over here. They're quite good at attacking melee barbarians. so that's a bonus there for us. Veshpelik, are you going to be? You're going to be angry when you get to the next size. Stop growing for now. So we can't get our cities above size 3 really, because they'll become angry, which is not helpful. Angry citizens don't work, so there's no point growing a city up if if the people inside of it won't be working. We'll bring our plunder back to Mongolia. Oh, I'm feeling good after that war. Yeah, nice victorious war. We're going to need some ships, but we need shipbuilding really to give us a fighting chance against those barbarian galleys. Let's keep training armoured warriors. We need to make sure... See, you can see the barbarians are starting to build up hordes. Now this is something the barbarians love to do, is build up hordes and then attack you with those hordes. These skirmishers are just going to stay fortified there. Let's get a steppe militia. Because if we don't have any steppe militia in our armies, then we're going to have some problems. Namely, that the barbarians will, their cavalry will become an issue. They'll be able to kill our units without too many troubles. I'm going to take, let's see. These 2 steppe archers are not particularly well promoted, so we're going to take them with these workers here, and they're going to be doing some building for us. Will we eventually use this tile? Depends where we put our next city. Possibly not, so we'll have them move over here. We'll have these archers, they're going to move onto that hemp as well, just to protect our workers. We'll have our army with our victorious generals move down to this hill, occupy that, and just heal up, recover from the war. Let's build a grazing ground there. And then we're going to want to build another battering ram. And we'll build another armed warrior over here as well. Grab those pacification upgrades, because that helps us against barbarians in the field or when attacking their cities. So it's a bit of both. It's awesome. Grab pacification and move them onto that force there. In fact, we'll move some of these skirmishers down. We'll add one of the skirmishers to this army, I think. We'll move that militia into that force. Have a skirmisher move there. Recon aid is good. It gives all your units a withdrawal chance, which is, you know, if a unit withdraws, it's better than them dying. We're coming close to the end of the episode. Doing good though. Got rid of the Ethiopians for a start. Let's get another battering ram. But I'm really focusing on conquering Alamanni now. We might as well use our experienced army to do that. We also need to connect up Turfan. I did forget to do that. We'll get this this group of workers probably. Let's start building up on our borders. Let's have this army move over to there. Let's get another armoured warrior. Give them pacification as well. The most powerful civs. I don't think we are the most powerful civ anymore. I think we're up there. We should be. Although we did lose quite a lot of units fighting the Ethiopians, so I could be wrong there. A toll house? Forget it. We'll do it later. We need to make sure our armies are capable of fighting off barbarians. Ah, here comes a horde. We'll have to move our men to help deal with that, I think. Okay. Let's move these guys back here and have them start constructing a road up to Turfan. In fact, we'll build a road all the way to that. Let's get another steppe skirmisher. Grab all of our skirmishers. So we lost one skirmisher attacking the barbarians there. That's fine. There we go. Our great general got another victory there. Our Oh no, we lost against one of the savage feared men. So these are sort of barbarian spearmen. You gotta watch out for them. As I said, the barbarians are no pushover. Let's get one of these skirmishers, give him pacification, just have him finish off that feared man. Let's taste our javelins. Okay, not too bad. Let's bring these guys over here. Have these guys come back in our borders and heal up. How long will that take? 3 turns? Okay. These guys are now finished building a grazing ground there. Let's move them to the north. Have them build a grazing ground over there as well. Okay, we're coming close to the, I think we're pretty, oh, went over slightly, as I always do. You know what, we'll go again, we'll do 100 turns. I don't think the videos are too long with 100 turns this early on in the game, and now we don't have to deal with the Ethiopians. I can blitz through turns quite quickly. I hope none of you guys get confused whilst I'm, if you've never played Civilization 4 before, you probably are pretty confused what's going on. But if you played the other Civilization games, you know, most of the same stuff applies, so yeah, I can get through turns quite fast. I pretty much know what I want to do as the turn starts, that is. I think what we'll do is we'll build an armoured warrior, another bowman, and another settler. We need to really start expanding our borders. Now, our economy is not great, don't get me wrong. In fact, what Karakoram probably does need is that toll house for an extra 2 gold. It only gives 2 gold, but that's still better than nothing. Mind you, it only provides gold. The toll house gives 15% more gold, not commerce. So if you're not actually, if you don't have any sliders set for gold, you actually won't make any gold out of it. So yeah, it's one of those buildings which kind of you do need, but because a lot of people like, oh, you want to keep 100% science as often as possible. It's just not possible to do that in Realism Invictus, not unless you have a very small civilization. And if you're very small, you will get out-expanded and destroyed by the other AI. I'm going to leave this skirmisher probably over here and just leave him on sentry. Just keep an eye out for barbarians. We're going to get a dragon ship in Beshbalik. That way we will have something to get rid of this barbarian galley, which would just be awesome. We'd rather not have barbarian galleys all over our lands. I think our men are healed up now. Yeah, they are. Okay, let's march in on the barbarians and see what they've got in store for us. Oh, they're attacking us in the marsh. That's not good for us. Marshes give you a defense minus, so they'll probably win this battle. Oh, they did. Oh, damn. Oh, they're even bringing in more units. Wow. Now, skirmishers are only good at attacking melee units. They're not actually good at defending against them. Oh, but we did win that one. It's not too bad. Okay. What do we want here? They don't have much food in this area. They won't even be able to get those many grazing grounds, so we'll get a fishing docks, because they probably will end up using that. 88% chance to win using our wounded unit, so I will do that as a preference, so our other units remain at full strength. There's a barbarian worker, 3 bowmen, and a 4 bowmen and a great general. So the barbarians get great generals as well. So yeah, we're going to be fighting Attila the Hun by the looks of it, for control of the Alemanni. Start knocking those walls down with our battering ram. Get pacification on this skirmisher. Okay, let's see if we can assault the city. Oh, our units are on strike because we have no gold coming in. I hope we didn't delete any units doing that. Well, hopefully we can solve our gold situation by capturing Alemanni. I'm going to send the rams in just to do a little bit of damage if they can, which it did. It did a little bit of damage, which is better than nothing. Let's send in the militia. The militia do have a bonus versus archers, and they're quite well promoted for city raiding, so they have a high chance of winning. At least 65%. They got better than average chance. There we go. We won that. Perfect. These guys are kind of throwaway, so we'll just chuck them in. They might win, you never know. No, they didn't. Well, never mind. Skirmishers are not particularly good against archers. They don't really have a bonus against them. They do have a good withdrawal chance, but that's about it. We'll chuck some throwaway swordsmen into the mix. See if we can wound these archers. They might win. Again, 20% chance. There's always an odds. Not in our favour though, apparently. There's a few savage bowmen still on pretty decent health. We'll try bring them down a bit more using another swordsman. There we go. Oh dear, well unfortunately we lost that. That's fine though, because I think now we can use our great generals to get them some more experience. 97% chance. Oh, there we go. That's one archer down. 100% chance, that's what I love to see. 100% chance of victory. When you are guaranteed victory, that's always nice. And then we'll have our final swordsman come in and hopefully win us this fight as well. If we can capture Alemanni, that would be perfect. Here we go. Got the secrets of mining, and we actually finished the research of mining by capturing that city. We won't adopt slavery right now, and we will install a new governor. So we've captured another city. Unfortunately, it's size 5, which does mean it's going to be pretty unhappy for a while. We'll have to try and solve that if possible. Our units are no longer on strike because we've got plenty of gold. Oh, progress comes slower than we would wish. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes progress does come quite slowly, and as the Mongolians, I kind of expect it to. Or at least somewhat. Somewhat slower. Let's build a road there. Let's get these guys land tactics if they don't have that already. So I'm going to have this, we're going to start fog busting, or maybe not so much fog busting since we've cleared all of the fog of war on this continent, but we're going to position some of these warriors on the on this sort of side of the our empire, see if we can see any barbarians sort of culminating in the area. I'd like to get a city down here. It wouldn't be an amazing city, but it would be good enough. I can get another one there as well. I think I'll mark those places as spots for our next couple of cities. Got one there. Probably put one on the island there. Nice to have island cities. I do quite like them. I'm tempted. Do I want another coastal city or? We'll think about that. If I settle on the wine, I get the whales, which I think is worth doing. And then we'll have another city, probably. We'll have some free tiles around there. Yeah, we'll settle on the coast. I think that's a good spot for city locations. Put another one down there, I think. This hemp. That seems fine. Then we're going to have another city here just for marginal territory control, I think. We might build that city there. Yeah, there we go. That seems fine. Got a nice ring of cities that we've got planned for the sort of western side of our empire. This eastern side is going to be filled with barbarians, so we don't want to worry about that too much just yet. But I think that's probably a good mix of cities. Even if they don't have any resources in their borders, it's still worth building them. There's a lot more... Tile improvements become a lot better in Realism Invictus as technology improves. Oh, and we're being attacked by some mounted savages. Hopefully we don't have any issues dealing with them. No, we beat them. Excellent. Let's have that unit healed up. We've got 22 more turns before the episode is over, which is fine. We can get some more expansion going. We are going to need to make this city happy. So I think starting with a tavern probably isn't a bad idea. Now it is starving because they have a crap load of unhappiness because they yearn to join the motherland. So it will starve a little bit, which sucks, but there's not much we can do about that. So maybe we don't want a tavern. If it's going to starve, it's going to starve. There's not much we can do about that. This city... this army is not actually overstacked too much, so I don't need to worry a huge amount about that. Let's grab a caravan house to improve our trade value. We do need to focus on getting our economy up now. There's a battering ram over here. Let's just destroy that with our skirmishers. Cool. Easy peasy. Step archer, step settler. I can now demark that city since we've captured it. I think our next city will go here. We get access to that stone. We're going to need an armoured warrior as well. Let's just have that guy on scout there. I think I'll bring him actually over here. He is. Just keep an eye on all of our borders. These cottages will probably be replaced, or hamlets will probably be replaced with grazing grounds, because that's more beneficial for us. And here come the barbarians. Let's get our amazing spearmen. 99.95% chance. There we go. Perfect. And these guys have almost finished building this up. Okay, let's see. Put them all fortify. What do I want to do with this army? I'm going to start moving them over this way. See if we can see any barbarians. Alemanni is going to shrink again because it's got no garrison, but that's fine by me. Because we're not... it needs to shrink just to deal with the unhappiness that it has, really. Let's just chuck a swordsman in there. It shouldn't be too bad. 76% chance. There we are. Easy peasy. And then have him come over there to guard Alemanni. We have barbarians coming in. Let's bring our skirmisher back. It's not a good idea to waste our units on battles we can't win. Oh, we found some moose herds near Turfan. Have grown particularly large. Get some extra food stored in Turfan, which is brilliant. Can't complain about that. Got another archer out. We're going to send him over to Alemanni as well. I imagine there probably is a barbarian city up in the north here somewhere. So we're going to try and hunt that down and possibly capture it, but probably just burn it to the ground. Need to try and secure our borders. Oh, did they just... they just looted our pasture. That's not good. Alright, get our skirmishers to try and finish off some of these barbarians. There we are. Not too shabby. Have him retreat into the city and heal up. And then we'll have our swordsman that's in the city here just come out and kill this archer. Archers out in the open are obviously no threat. And then move him back into the city. As you can see, there's quite a lot of barbarians that are going to keep attacking us from all sorts of directions, so we do need to be very ready for them. We're going to need skirmishers all over our lands just to have like a response force. I would like to use cavalry, but we need to get that copper online, or rather we need bronze. Now if you have copper, you'll have the option of building a special building, the bronze smith, and the bronze smith then actually produces bronze but consumes your copper. You can then use that bronze to train more advanced units. So more barbarians coming from the east. As I said, the east is going to be filled with barbarians because of all those city ruins that we left behind. Yeah. Let's just get rid of that cavalry barbarian there. It doesn't look like there is a barbarian city up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this militia posted here. And the rest of the army is going to now come take a look at this wine and see if there's a barbarian city up here. I don't think there is, but you never know, so it's good to check. These guys are going to defend Alemanni. And we have our first ship. We've got the early dragon ship. Now this ship will have higher strength, so it's got a good chance of beating this galley. Let's see if we can win. 80% chance, come on. Oh no. Yeah, we won. Excellent. Right, we can come back and protect all of our fishing resources. Let's get another workboat. Let's grab... Now this is a really good promotion. I love this promotion. Naval Tactics adds visibility range on your ships and also improves their combat strength against naval units. So I think it's an excellent promotion. It's pretty much a must-have on most of your ships, as far as I'm concerned. More barbarians coming in from the east. No barbarian city up here, so we want to get a lot of settlements down. The Great Library got built in a faraway land. Something to keep in mind. It's generally not great when other people get wonders, but not much we can do about that right now. Let's swap these hamlets out for grazing fields. And we might be able to, yeah, let's get rid of this savage Beardman. We are attacking over a river, but we've still got 99% chance, just because the skirmishers have such a great attack bonus against melee units. Which might sound a little powerful, but honestly I feel the skirmishers, they have their use. They get countered by archers, so... And again, because there's so many different counters and such in the game, it does encourage you to build balanced armies, not just one type of unit. Now, early on in the game, when you don't have many options, I mean, me just training loads and loads of armored warriors, that's kind of my only way to get access to, like, solid, high-strength city attack units, because militia are really not going to do a good job of it. Skirmisher got promoted, it's good stuff, and 2 more turns. 1, get our workboat out. Oh, we've got an epidemic! Beshbalik is affected by an epidemic, so I'll get to show you what this does. So in the top left here, you can see we have an epidemic for at least 2 turns. If I take a look at a city that doesn't have an epidemic, like Turfan, currently has 0% chance, minus 2% from global modifiers, and minus 0.5% from resources, 2% from population, so you get 1% epidemic chance per population, and you have a 1% base chance. In this case, we have got an epidemic in Beshbalik, and I'll show that off. Epidemic here, you get minus 25% production and commerce, as well as your population will start to die off. So Beshbalik will probably drop to size 2, which is not amazing, but it's just something you gotta live with. I'm going to build an early dragon ship over here, because we are going to start getting barbarians from the southern coast as well. We're going to have to deal with those. This militia should be enough to just cover this this peninsula. If any barbarians come down from this way, he might not be able to beat them by himself. So I'm going to take a skirmisher and put a skirmisher over there as well. I'm also going to put a skirmisher up on this wine just to keep the... If we have vision of a tile, barbarians can't spawn inside of it. So there you go. But anyway, it's now turn 400. We are 1 experience point away from another great general. It is 1 AD, so we've now entered Anno Domini, or whatever they like to call it these days. I can't remember exactly. But we're doing pretty solidly as Mongolia. Our early warfare netted us a kill on another civilization, which is brilliant. 1 step closer to victory. We have the complete control over this entire continent, but our economy is awful. We're going to have to take some serious steps to improving our economy, but by doing so, we're going to leave ourselves open to attack from barbarians. So we're going to need to be wary about that. The barbarians are not going to just fall over and die. Alemanni had 4 archers defending it, and that was one of the earliest barbarian cities to be created. Now that the barbarians are starting to get better units, the barbarian cities that eventually will get built up around here, where the Ethiopians were destroyed, yeah, they're probably going to get some pretty big armies. So we do need to be careful, very careful indeed. But our economy's looking a bit more solid now. As soon as we can get some more happiness buildings, we can start building our population up. Taverns are a good start. Taverns give extra happy from wine or alcohol, and since we do have wine, that will help. Once we get city planning, we can build a jewelers, and the jewelers will give happiness from silver and gold, that kind of thing. Furs, I think we can build furriers, things like that. So there's quite a few buildings we can do to improve our happiness, but yeah, we do need to get around to actually building those, and stop training soldiers. We might need to train a few more soldiers though. We might need to. We'll see. We're definitely going to be building a lot more settlers, and actually capturing this land. I think our next settler will go here, which will net us some cattle, some more amber, and some stone. We'll actually be able to use the stone, and we might be able to get some more wonders. As far as wonders go, what wonder would I really like? Well, going for fortification and building the Great Wall. Because the Great Wall prevents barbarians from entering borders on the continent that you build it. It's not everywhere. It's only on the continent you build it. So if I was to build the Great Wall along this sort of strip here, so we settle sort of around the back here, we get all this settled up, and then we build the Great Wall, it will stretch from here to here, and the barbarians just won't cross it. So we can steadily push them back at our own pace, and we won't need to focus very much on military. I think as far as a long-term strategy goes, since we have the continent to ourselves, we're going to need to go for exploration technologies, which are down here. We've got navigation and then merchant adventures. Merchant adventures is really the tech that allows you to build, what is it? The launcher? Yeah. This is your first ship which can sail the oceans and carry units. So really we need to get merchant adventures and then start building either colonies or an invasion force. Because the other continent will probably not be very happy to see us. We might be able to get some friends, but I mean, we're Kublai Khan, let's be real. The Mongolians didn't have many friends. They had a lot of vassals, but not many friends. So we'll see if we can sort that out as the game progresses. Anyway, it's been me, Chaff Commander Coffee. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.